This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, Lucero and Abando out of Gilas FIBA Asia Cup plans. Cong drops the bombshell. Belen and Canino lead Gilas Pilipinas in V.League opener August 1 in Thailand. Travis Koo dominates Eastern Youth Blitz. Unbeaten Filipino teenage chess sensation rises in China. Skye Chua ready to shine to carry Philippine flag in Asian Open Figure Skating Trophy 2025. Yu Zidi, 12-year-old swimming prodigy, is definitely the one to watch on the world stage. In Major League Baseball, Ohtani delivers again. Two-run double extends hitting streak as Dodgers take down Reds 5-2. Meanwhile, baseball world mourns. Hall of Famer and Cubs legend Ryne Sandberg passes away at 65. In the WNBA, Liberty hold 40-minute emergency meeting after passive loss to Wings. Meanwhile, Tyrese Haliburton proposes to longtime girlfriend Jade Jones at Iowa State. Love story hits a new chapter. And we have an exclusive behind the scenes of the Pacquiao-Barrios fight through the lens of none other than sports luminary and former Congressman Monico Puentevella. All the headlines and more. Don't miss the Scorecard tonight, the 29th of July. Now, here's our roundup. Gilas Pilipinas head coach Tim Cone shocked fans as he confirmed Javier Lucero and Rhenz Abando are no longer in the mix for the FIBA Asia Cup 2025 in Jeddah. Lucero's local player status remains in limbo under FIBA rules, while Abando missed crucial practices due to his strong group Philippines duties, despite their potential to boost the team's firepower. After Gilas roared back from 21 down to edge Macau 103-98 in a high-octane friendly at the Big Dome, Cone revealed that Lucero never got the go-ahead from FIBA and Abando hasn't been able to practice with the team. Meanwhile, Cone hailed Troy Rosario and RJ Abarrientos as the unsung heroes of the training camp, keeping the program alive while PBA stars battled in the finals. Gilas will close its Middle East camp against Jordan, the final dress rehearsal before their August 6 showdown with Taiwan, a chance to erase the sting of their shock loss in the last qualifiers. Cone made it clear only those all in will earn the honor of representing the country under the bright lights of Jeddah. In volleyball, Belen and Angel Canino are back in national colors, headlining the 16-woman Gilas Pilipinas roster for the first leg of the 2025 Southeast Asian Women's V.League in Nakhon Ratchasima. The dynamic duo, together with Shaina Nitura and Cla Loresco, return after their historic silver medal run in the ABC Nations Cup in Hanoi, where Canino shined as one of the best outside hitters of the tournament. Veterans Gia De Guzman and Don Catindig anchored the squad, joined by Del Palomata, Nadi Madayag, Ea Laure, Vanny Gandler, Eliza Solomon, Fifi Sharma, Thea Gagate, Mars Alba, Leila Cruz, and Justin Nazareno. Missing in action are Phil-Am stars Brooke Van Sickle, MJ Phillips, and Tia Andaya due to FIVB requirements. Their papers expected to be cleared in time for the December Southeast Asian Games. Gilas Pilipinas eyes another strong finish, battling volleyball powerhouses Thailand, Vietnam, and Indonesia as they gear up for a two-leg war on the road to the SEA Games. Filipino chess prodigy Travis Koo put on a masterclass, stamping his class with a dominant run at the 9th Eastern Youth Championships in Zhuhai, Guangdong, China. The 16-year-old FIDE master went unbeaten with 8.5 points out of 9, scoring 8 wins, including a final round victory over Mongolian ace Chuluntul Erkham Bayar, and just one draw to seal the title in the premier under-18 Blitz division. Ku, an 11th grader from Xavier School, showed a glimpse of his grandmaster potential, bouncing back after a tough fourth-place finish in the standard event the day before. His performance was even more special considering his breakout run last year in the International Master closed in Hanoi, where he missed the title by just one final round win. Fellow Filipino FM Christian Giancarlo Arca, who won the standard event, finished tied for second in the Blitz with Chinese star Chen Kailin with 7 points, but lost on tiebreaks and settled for bronze. Ku's unbeaten Blitz crown is a loud message. The Grandmaster's dream is alive and he is right on track. Skye Chua returns home to represent the Philippines in the Asian Open Figure Skating Trophy 2025 at the SM Mall of Asia on August 1 to 5. Fresh from intense training in Osaka, Japan, the two-time national medalist is determined to leave it all on the ice, carrying the hopes of a nation and inspiring the next generation of Filipino skaters. Sparkle confirmed the news in an official announcement celebrating the return of the actress-athlete who previously waved the flag in the 2025 FISU Winter World Olympic or University Games in Italy and the Southeast Asian Open Trophy, where she clinched bronze. This is more than a competition. It is a homecoming performance on home ice, and the whole country will be watching as Skye Chua chases glory. Now, here is a must-watch athlete at just 12 years old. Swimmer Yu Zidi is already making waves on the world stage, nearly snatching a podium finish at her World Aquatics Championships debut in Singapore. The Chinese prodigy stunned the crowd in the 200-meter individual medley, finishing fourth and missing bronze by the slimmest of margins, 0.06 seconds, in a race won by Canadian teen superstar Summer McIntosh. But here's the kicker. That's not even her strongest event. Yu is set to dive back into action in the 400-meter individual medley and her signature 200-meter butterfly, where many believe she has a real shot at medaling. Earlier this year at China's national championships, Yu shattered the 200-meter medley, clocking 2 minutes, 10.63 seconds, the fastest time ever by a 12-year-old male or female. She also crushed the 200-meter butterfly record after registering 2 minutes, 6.83 seconds, a time that would have secured gold at last year's World Championships. She is now considered a legit contender in the LA 2028 Olympics, where Yu will be 15, and a legitimate contender for Olympic gold. For now, she remains grounded, saying her age is her best advantage, and she's focused on growing stronger each year. Moving on to Major League Baseball, the star of the show, Shohei Ohtani, keeps his bat hot with a 2-run double in the fifth, stretching his hitting streak to 9 games as the Dodgers overpowered the Cincinnati Reds 5-2. Yoshinobu Yamamoto was locked in, going 7 strong innings with 9 strikeouts, while Teoscar Hernandez chipped in 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Reds rookie Chase Burns struck out 10 for the 3rd straight game. But the search for his own Major League win continues. Ohtani also crossed the plate for his MLB leading 100th run in the 7th as the Dodgers stayed red hot on their road to October. Meanwhile, the baseball community is in shock. Hall of Fame second baseman Ryne Sandberg, one of the most beloved Chicago Cubs in history, has passed away at age 65, surrounded by his family. Sandberg, a 10-time All-Star and 1984 NL MVP, announced his battle with metastatic prostate cancer in 2024 and fought with the same grit and determination that defined his career. The Cubs will honor Rhino with a special jersey patch for the rest of the season, and fans across generations remember the hero of the iconic Sandberg game and the face of an era at Wrigley Field. Tributes continue to pour in as teammates, fans, and the baseball world celebrate the legacy of a player who embodied class, dignity, and relentless competition. In the WNBA, no sugarcoating. the 92-82 defeat to the Dallas Wings, the score hides how badly New York played. Early in the third quarter, the defending champs trailed by 30 against a team near the bottom of the WNBA standings. A late rally cut it to 6, but the Liberty's sluggish and disorganized effort was embarrassing, frustrating, and disappointing, as described by Jade Jones. The team huddled for nearly 40 minutes post-game, addressing slow starts and a lack of effort that have plagued them all season long. Sabrina Ionescu admitted that they have been passive, calling it a player issue, not a coaching one, and said that they have to value every single game and there is no room for excuses. Missing Brianna Stewart, Nyara Sabali, and Kennedy Burke offered little cover. Dallas, fresh off a game 24 hours prior, shot nearly 59% in the first half and led by 27 at halftime. The Liberty now stare at a crucial clash with the league-leading Lynx, knowing complacency can continue. Now, for some romance, NBA All-Star Tyrese Haliburton just popped the question to his longtime girlfriend, Jade Jones, in the very arena where their love story began. Despite recovering from Achilles surgery, the Indiana Pacers star planned the surprise proposal at Iowa State University, the place that holds countless memories for the couple. Jones, a former Cyclones cheerleader, said yes as Haliburton dropped to one knee with his foot still in a cast. The two first met back in 2019 when Jones was cheering on the Iowa State squad and Haliburton was a freshman guard. Over the years, their bond has only grown stronger, with Jones remaining a constant in Haliburton's life as he rose to NBA stardom. Fans and fellow athletes flooded social media with congratulatory messages as Jones teased her new title, Future Mrs. What the Hally. Their engagement celebrates a love story rooted in basketball, one that started on the court and now. And here's your daily dose of sports lingo. Did you know what it means to be a goofy foot in surfing? In surfing, a goofy foot rider stands with their right foot forward and left foot back, the opposite of the more common regular foot stance. This style gives surfers a unique approach to waves, allowing for different angles and maneuvers, especially on left-hand breaks. Many legendary surfers like Jerry Lopez and Rob Machado ride goofy foot, proving that style and success aren't limited to one stance. So whether you're regular or goofy, the best foot for surfing is the one that keeps you riding the wave. It's time for our off-court buzzer. WNBA superstar Caitlin Clark lights up Des Moines with a brand new outdoor court and hundreds of backpacks filled with school supplies for local students. The West Des Moines native, alongside her foundation and Musco Lightning, continues her mission to inspire and give back, marking the second straight year of this heartwarming event. Meanwhile, a Texas man receives a 2.5-year prison sentence after pleading guilty to stalking and harassing Caitlin Clark. Michael Lewis of Denton, Texas, who sent hundreds of threatening and explicit messages, is also ordered to have zero contact with Clark and undergo mental health treatment. Authorities tracked his online threats through hotel and library IP addresses in Indianapolis, and Lewis claimed he was in an imaginary relationship with the basketball star. He's also banned from all Indiana Fever and Pacers events and will be denied internet access throughout his sentence. Now, basketball fans, brace yourself, because Luka Doncic just unveiled a leaner and stronger frame on the cover of Men's Health, silencing doubters with his off-season transformation. After months of fitness criticism, the Lakers star is turning the page. Listed at 6'6" and 230 pounds, Doncic has embraced a strict training program and disciplined diet, cutting gluten and slashing sugar. Last season, he still averaged 28.2 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 7.7 assists despite injuries slowing him down. Now 26, Doncic is all in, combining intermittent fasting with daily workouts to boost his strength and durability. Now back to the WNBA. Fans, you won't believe this. Phoenix Mercury finally snapped their losing streak. But Kalea Copper stole the show after a shocking wardrobe mishap sent her running to the locker room. With 3 minutes left in the third quarter, Copper lost her wig after contact with Jade Melbourne, rushing off court as broadcasters reacted with 3 quick "oh no's." A fan was also ejected for making fun of Copper's wig falling out. She returned but struggled, finishing with 6 points on 2 of 8 shooting, while social media exploded with reactions and her July 19 tweet about cheating on her hairstylist. It's been a tough year for Copper, battling knee surgery and a hamstring injury that have limited her to 9 games. But even in adversity, her style and presence keep fans talking. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 29th of July. When we return, we have an exclusive behind the scenes of the Pacquiao-Barrios fight through the lens of no other than sports luminary and former Congressman Monico Puentevella. So better keep it right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. He was at ringside during the historic Pacquiao-Barrios fight. But more than that, he will be sharing with us exclusive behind-the-scenes stories with Team Pacman and his thoughts on the result of the Pambansang Kamaos comeback bid. Please welcome back to the BNC studio, sports luminary and former Congressman Monico Puentevella. Tito Monico, thank you so much for the time and welcome back here to BNC.
Maraming salamat. Madamong salamat. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Mayong gabi.
Cong, you wrote in your column sa Manila Times, which everybody should read, by the way, 17 times you watched Manny Pacquiao fight. How different was this latest one in Las Vegas? You were with him in his surprising comeback bid against Barrios.
Actually, I decided to go. Maybe last 2 minutes because I thought it might be his last. I wanted to be with him on his last. I promised him that when you go, someday when you're not popular anymore, hindi ka na dinudumog ng tao, I will still be around. So since the time he started on the first fight with Morales of Mexico, I was with him. That was my first time. And then tuloy-tuloy na yan because I learned to admire and love the guy. So parang it was for me, if this is his last, I wanted to be with him. And everybody thought this might be his last because a lot of people, maybe majority probably thought 16 years difference, the gap 16 years. And then this guy has been retired for 4 years. No fight except for a little side exhibition matches with Japan, a Korean. But aside from that, I think everybody, the big sportscasters in the States who really cover boxing bouts, they probably predicted that tapos na, he's gone. He will clobber you, Barrios will clobber you, and then except for the last minute, it was the luminary from Mexico, Marquez. Marquez said no, Pacquiao will win through his experience. Yeah. That was the clinching because the starting bet was 4-1. Your 100 will win $400, and then it became 3-1. It became 2-1, and on the night of the fight, it almost became 1-on-1. So I think everybody saw him rehearsing, training in the road, and when Marquez and these guys came out, even De La Hoya, who lost to him badly, said, I think if anybody can do it, it will be Manny Pacquiao. So that's why I said, okay, it's a long trip, but if it's gonna be 5 days and it's gonna be his last, I wanted to be with him.
And then after the fight, all of these so-called experts said, we was robbed. Yun yung mga sinasabi nila. Now, Cong, you were sharing with me a lot of stories because obviously you spent some time with Manny and even his son Jimwell, even Freddie Roach before the fight. Could you tell us a little bit about, let's focus on one heartwarming moment. Kasi meron po tayo napapansin kay Manny, meron siyang kwintas na malaki. And he was able to decide before the fight na ibigay na sa kanyang panganay na anak na si Jimwell. Could you tell us about this story?
For many fights before this one, he was wearing, this is the morning, I was having breakfast with him, brunch. That's his brother-in-law on the left side. And that's the Australian trainer on the back, at the back. And Jimwell was around with his girlfriend. Pinakuha ni Manny sa taas. He asked the brother-in-law to get the necklace.
Yeah.
I was wondering what it was all about.
Yeah.
And then pagbaba, sabi niya, we were having breakfast, sabi niya kay Jimwell, halika. And then binigay niya bigla ito, kinuha niya, nilagay niya. Sabi ni Jimwell, Dad, akin na ba to? So sabi niya, anak, alagaan mo yan.
Wow.
Sa'yo na yan. So for me, pag upo niya, I was beside him, sabi ko, pare, tatay ka na talaga. First time, yun, sabi ko, after many years with him, sabi ko, talagang ama ka na, father ka. Sabi niya, partner, ano na tayo eh. Eldest ko yan, gustong magboxing, at sabi niya, partner, tumatanda na tayo. Ha? Ano? Sabi ko, pare, ako, ang tunay matanda, ikaw may laban ka pa mamayang gabi. You know, that was the morning of the... Sabi ko, may laban ka pa, anong tanda? Okay, so binigay niya yan. I think that's, people tell me it's very well expensive, million. But binigay niya parang farewell niya yan kay Jimwell. But that was a sign parang sa akin, baka katapusan na to. Parang siguro hindi know what was gonna happen that night. Sabi niya, kung ano man mangyari, iwan niya na to kay parang farewell gift na kay Jimwell. So I was very touched, okay? And then, yun, Jimwell, I think will get married soon.
Wow!
At for the first time, maging lolo na siya.
Wow!
So nung gabi, nung nanalo siya, actually, I think 95% of the world said nanalo siya dapat. Dinaya kami, no? So nagkakumain kami again. Pag upo niya na doon sa kainan, we were eating, and if you notice, ang lahat ng pagkain, mga kapatid, is always Filipino food. From noon pa yan, look at that. That is salmon, pig salmon. But the power there that I see, he eats the whole day, umaga hanggang gabi, sutanghon. Sutanghon power. That's why I said, sabi ko, talagang he is loyal to Filipino food. Walang, maski noon pa. The t-shirt that is pointing at now, if you look, that t-shirt was 2008.
De La Hoya
17
fight.
years. This one is Freddy. This is the brunch he was eating. And I could not believe how much. And then when you see him, how much he loves his people in Sinsan, he's talking on the phone by Zoom with his people in Sinsan.
Wow.
Kasi they were telling him, that's the t-shirt, that's 2008. That's 17 years ago. That's why he's pointing na, loyalist ito, loyalist ko ito. That's the night that he said, losing socks. Remember, I told you before? Sabi ng mga interviewer, you know, Mr. Pacquiao, 19 of 20 press people, journalists say you will lose to De La Hoya tonight. And then he said, when I come to Las Vegas, I come to win. I don't come here to lose because losing sucks. So everybody's, what? What did he say? Losing sucks? That's the sabi ko pare, John Wayne na naman yan, saan mo pinag-aralan? So, that, you know, and then if you look at the stairs at the back, that is leading to the room nila ni Jinky. When he won, well, at least when he had a draw, when he was, after the fight, I was seated there in the table, inakyat niya yan, I thought he would walk, tapos na kapagod siya. Tinakbo niya yan, full speed, full speed, and I said, sabi ko sa mga ko, tingnan niyo, hindi pa pagod. Tinakbo niya yan up to the last step. Tapos pagbaba niya, ano pare, ikaw pare, hindi ka pa pagod? Tinakbo mo yan, di naman kailangan takbuhin eh. Tinakbo niya, then he stood up niya, babababababam. Sabi niya, oh, kita mo? Sabi ko, sige na, partner, kain na tayo. Oh, hi ka ata, hi. Sabi ko, partner, upo. You know, if it went to 15 rounds instead of 12, laban pa yan.
Kaya pa the extra 3.
Yeah, the reason here is this guy, Freddie Roach, is one or probably one of the loyalists talaga. All his fight from the first to the last, mahal niya, mahal ito. May sakit ito eh. Sinipa ito nung panahon nila, that other Mexican, sinipa nila ito, ginaya nila, nasaktan siya eh. That's why in the bout, after that incident, inside story, sinipa nila ito. May sakit ito eh, parang parang Parkinson. That night, binugbog niya yung Mexicano. Binugbog niya, parang si Chavez atang basta pinanood ko uli ang sinipa nila sa outside yung they were training. Ginaya nila si Roach, parang nasaktan si Manny.
I think that was Brandon Rios and Antonio Margarito who were mimicking the sickness of...
I think it was Rios.
Yeah.
Si Rios ang binugbog.
Yeah.
Kaya dugo ng dugo ang mukha ni Rios after.
Yeah.
I think it was when you look at Pacquiao, parang gusto niya, bawiin ko to babanatan ko to because mahal na mahal to ni Manny. There are many people who loved Manny all his life. Mayroon din mga traidor, mga tulisan. But now that he's won, he's back again, sikat na naman siya, they're coming back again. Balik na naman kasi pagka winner ka, marami sila Nung loser siya, talo kami kay Ugas, bukol ng bukol. But I want to, yan ang music.
Yan.
The reason why I had this out, we had this late last year, because many people say Pacquiao is just a boxer. Walang alam yan. He is talented. He is God's gift. You cannot, sabi ko, sa Congress ba mayroon? Sa Senate ba mayroon kayo? Marunong ka mo magpiano, kumanta? Huwag niyong insultuhin. Kasi this guy is God's gift to the Philippines and he's God's gift to mankind. Not only the Philippines loves him, lahat ngayon sa Amerika, Pacquiao won that fight. Pacquiao, noon, before the fight, he will be clobbered, he will be murdered. Pero pag nanalo na si Pacquiao, sabi na, oh my God, Pacquiao won that fight, very clear. Iba ang kwan. That's why I want the Filipinos to know, talented ito, hindi lang boksingero. And he has a great soul, a great human being. Grabe ito. He treats his people well after the fight. Every fight, win or lose, magchi-chess yan hanggang umaga. He plays chess. He loves chess. 1, 2, 3. Ano yan? Alis na dyan. Talo ka na. Alis ka na.
Tatlong kalaban.
Challenge yan. Tatlo sila against sa kanya. Hanggang umaga yan. Hanggang umaga. Maglalaro ng chess. Maski may bukol. I can show you his pictures. Nagre-rayban lang yan kasi may konting bukol dito. Nagre-rayban. Pero yung laro, tapos pag nanalo yan sa chess, gumaganyan niya sa ano to talaga. That's why this guy is, he shows the world that age is just a number. Ang ayaw ko lang nung after he won, umupo kami, kumakain kami ng sutangon at tinola. Sabi ko, anong sinabi mo kaninang umaga? Sabi niya, pare, saan yun? Ano yun? Sabi mo, matanda na tayo. Hayop ka. Nanalo ka pa ngayon. Bata ka pa. Ako ang tunay na matanda. Sabi niya, oo nga pa rin. Because even he knows he's getting older. That's why between you and me, sorry to those who don't like what I feel. May edad na si Manny. I don't want him to suffer. Pagbalik niya galing sa America this week, I plan to talk to him personally. Nasa iyo yan. Kasi everybody wants to fight him now. Everybody wants Mayweather versus Pacquiao, Romero versus Pacquiao. Lahat sila ngayon, they want to fight because they think he's still 25 years old. Kasi they saw something else na hindi pa naman matanda pala, pwede pa, when he really sells. Pag siyang lumaban, Las Vegas is full. Talagang that's why siguro ginawa na lang draw yun para hindi malugi yung mabakarote yung kaya I want everyone to know that this is, and there is something I want to tell you. Every night at 6 o'clock, every night yan, praise and worship kami. Doon pa yan, kay Ugas, kay Turman, praise and worship kami. Kanta, he's fond of singing, so praise the Lord kami dyan. That night, when he lost, if you look at the film again, he knelt down sa corner. After so many fights na wala na yan, lumuhod siya doon sa corner at mag-sign of the... Iba na, sabi ko pare, ibang nangyari ngayon. The whole world knows how religious you are.
And that was a signature of Manny Pacquiao ever since na lumulod siya, nakaganon yung gloves at the corner. Yeah.
Bumalik siya sa corner, lumuhod. Wala pang announcement kung sino manalo. But in the end, he said, Meriwether, anybody. I can fight anyone. Kaya magbalik siya, sabihin ko, pare, I can fight anyone, mayabang ka na kayo. Pero he's a legend. He's a warrior. And I told him, kung kumakain kami, pare, maski anong mangyari, walang Filipino makagaya sa ginawa mo. 16 years older, the whole world has seen Manny Pacquiao is really Manny Pacquiao. Forget the past. Itong laban na to pakita na maski after 5 rounds, maski 15 rounds pa, tatatatat. Grabe. Sabi ko pare, upo na upo, kain tayo pare. Kasi, hindi, kaya ko, alam ko, kain muna. He is a good legend talaga.
Well, Cong, Monico, thank you so much for sharing with us your experience with your good friend, Manny Pacquiao. And mukhang yung 17th fight mo ringside, magiging 18 and 19 pa, but who knows?
Pagod na ako. Maski diretso pa yung flight ng PAL. Pagod na rin ako, pero that's why sabi ko, but I know myself. Maski naka-wheelchair ako, siguro kung lalaban pa to, sasamahan ko to kasi ibang klase. He's a very good man. Talagang madaling mamahal. Even if he comes back, I'll tell him to come here.
All right, okay, that would be great.
So, I will, because you are a basketball player, I want to tell the whole country, during the night, the morning and the evening of the fight, before the fight, ang aming pag-usapan, basketball.
Oh, yeah,
Walang
maganda usapan yan.
Umaga pa, sabi ko sa mga dumating galing si Jensen, very good. Walang stress basketball lang. Pas basketball, ganado siya MPBL, ganun. Para walang boxing walang boxing. Maraming salamat sa inyo.
Cong, thank you so much.
Thank you. Salamat.
Thank you.
God bless. Salamat. Thank you.
Congressman Monico Puentevella with us here on the Scorecard sa Billionario News Channel. Up next, one team's hunting for revenge, the other riding a winning wave. It's the Las Vegas Aces versus the Los Angeles Sparks. The stage is set, the moment is loud, so tune in, lock in, and keep your eyes on the prize. Welcome back to the Scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. The Las Vegas Aces head to LA with a message. They're not done, not even close. Fresh off a 106-80 rout of the Wings, Jackie Young looked like she got shots up in her sleep. 5 triples, 24 points, and a reminder that this team still has firepower. But here's the catch. The Aces aren't playing the Wings this time. They're running into the hottest team in the WNBA, not named Connecticut. The Los Angeles Sparks, winners of 5 straight, and it hasn't been fluky. This team's beating contenders, including a buzzer beater over the Liberty. Rickea Jackson is growing up right before our eyes. A 24-point night, a game winner at Barclays, and she looks unbothered by the moment. And Derica Hamby? She's been the anchor all year long. Effort, toughness, leadership, everything you want from a vet who's been there. But this game turns on star power. A'ja Wilson versus Rickea Jackson, the MVP candidate versus the rookie who refuses to shrink. Now, if A'ja wins this matchup and controls the paint the way she did last game, 14, 10, and 7 assists, let's not forget, then Vegas is in business. And if Jewel Lloyd gives you 20 off the bench again, and if Bell keeps stretching defenses, the Aces look like the team that went back-to-back. But here's where it gets interesting. LA is shooting nearly 50% from the field in their last 10, and they're getting better ball movement each night. 22 assists a game. They're not just ISO and pray. This is balanced, purposeful basketball. And right now, they believe they can beat anyone. So who blinks first? The veteran Aces looking to flex their championship muscle, or the Sparks riding youthful energy and a 5-game win streak straight into the fire? If Wilson takes control early and Young keeps cooking, this could be a classic Aces runaway. But if Rickea Jackson makes this her game, if Hamby wins the boards, and if LA keeps shooting lights out, we could be talking about a team that's turned the corner. So stay ahead of the game as the WNBA chase continues. Every possession matters. Every matchup means more. Legends rising, rookies stealing headlines, and 2 teams on a collision course for the Western Conference crown. Stay locked in as the WNBA battle heats up with rising stars, veteran clashes, and full court drama. Here's your full court breakdown for tomorrow's matchup. And that's a wrap on our Aces Sparks preview. One team's hunting for revenge, the other riding a winning wave. The stage is yours. The moment is loud, so tune in, lock in, and keep your eyes on the prize. Now, before we go, think on this. From one of America's top steeplechase runners, known for her grit, grace, and faith, who made her Olympic dream a powerful reality, Courtney Wayman once said, "There is always light and love around you. The dark days, they do end." And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow on the Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, right here on the Billionario News Channel. This has been Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.